All right, Grant, let's move on to the next conspiracy theory. What do you believe in?
Well, you think the moon landing is a banger conspiracy theory? Let me tell you about the Avengers Endgame of conspiracy theories, okay? Okay, because I'm going to tell you about Flat Earth.
Oh, shit. All
right? Because despite all of the scientific progress we have made in the past few centuries, they are all wrong because did you know that the Earth is actually flat?
Okay.
Well, it is flat.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, tell us how you came to this conclusion, Grant.
All right.
How did you come to this conclusion?
Well, guys, just for a second, just open your mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
opening my mind.
mind.
Okay. The sheep will believe that.
I am sheep.
Stop laughing.
As a Welsh person, I take offense to that term, all right?
The sheep will believe that the Earth is actually round. But if that were true, the curvature would be more visible to the naked eye.
Whoa.
So when you observe the horizon, what do you see? Do you see a curve? What shape is the horizon?
I guess it from my eye it would appear flat.
It looks pretty. The horizon looks pretty.
Where's the curve? Where is the curve? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Very compelling. So
all right.
Okay.
My eyes do deceive me.
All right. Not forgetting gravity as well. How the hell does that make sense? Gravity, this invisible force.
Okay. So
you're telling me that I could be upside down but still be right side up?
Yes.
Okay. To counterpoint the first one, I think how they did it was they did an experiment where they went out into like an open field where like the horizon was clearly visible. Yeah. Right. And they were like, all right, I'm just gonna keep walking into the horizon basically. And if the Earth is flat, as you say it is, then you'll keep continuing to see me for as long as I am there. But no, what actually happens is that you start walking towards that horizon, and then you start to dip due to the curvature of the Earth until you disappear under the horizon. So that was the theory that they. So that shows that yes, the Earth is curved. It's just that we are so insignificantly small compared to the rest of the Earth that the curve is not as apparent.
There's way more scientific ways to prove it pretty easily. I think, isn't it?
No, of course there are scientific ways. That's just a very simple, like non-scientific look. You see that it's curved.
I'm pretty sure one of the ways that you disprove this theory, at least the horizon theory, is that you can just. I think you just beam a light, like a laser, from over a large distance. And if the Earth is flat, right, you have 2 points pretty far away.
Yeah.
If you just beam a beam of light, it should stay perfectly flat. So if you have 2 points far away from each other, then if you're right, then the beam should stay perfect. But what happens is that it dips slightly. So when you measure it from 2 points, it ends up being slightly lower further away because the Earth's curvature is causing it to dip.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? How's that?
Okay, well,
do you reject that outright?
I'll reject that.
I could be wrong. Can you double check that, by the way?
With an even more succinct point.
Okay.
Because Joey, as an Australian, if that really does exist,
Shit, I came in with science.
All right, you know, as an Australian, all right, in your round Earth model, you know, should Australians not just fall off?
Oh shit.
I mean, you know, our toes grip like fucking monkeys onto the ground. We're holding on to dear life. You know, that's why drop bears are a real like problem because they're just consistently dropping off the Earth.
Okay, all right. We're adding on it.
Yeah. So, because like, you know, you can get a flight to pretty much everywhere pretty easily.
Sure.
Yeah.
But not the Antarctica.
Okay.
Like, why is that? Why do the establishments do not want you to fly to Antarctica?
Because there's fucking nothing there.
Don't tell me there's nothing there.
No, it's not because there's nothing there. It's because it's too unhospitable. We can't. It's too cold.
I mean, if you'd like to go to a place where it's minus 50 degrees Celsius on average all year, then go for it.
They're not afraid that we're not gonna just fall off the Earth if we find the massive ice wall that is surrounding the entire. I don't know what they don't call it a globe, do they? They call it. They must call it something. A sheet.
I mean, to people like that, I say, hey man, there are ways that you can go to Antarctica. It's maybe a little unconventional, but It's not like an
So
impossible place to go.
you're saying the lack of flights to Antarctica proves that the Earth is flat?
I'm saying that's
because airlines are stopping customs
Okay.
from
that's
falling
just
off.
that's just
Question,
part of
God.
that. Yes.
You're on the plane, right?
Yeah.
Which we do all the time. You
Yeah.
travel a lot. You look at the little fun little map. Why is it not a straight line from America to Japan? It's a curve. Following the curvature
How
of
do
the
you
Earth.
know that it's? How do you
What
know
do you
that the map that you're getting presented? That's sheeple thought. You're getting presented a map that they presented you with, and you're believing it without any question.
It's a pre-programmed map flight.
Of course, they're going to model it after the model they're trying to sell to you, Connor.
Okay, when you watch a boat sail away, right? The boat just goes away. It goes it disappears, right?
Yeah.
If it was flat, you just keep seeing it.
No, it's so far away that you lose sight of it.
Exactly. Thank you, Joey.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
Thank you, Joey.
I'm waking up!
If it was a clear day, you could theoretically see any kind of large object in the distance.
Yeah, you can if your eyesight's good.
If it was flat.
But the
Wait, are you on his side now? What the fuck's happening
Hey,
here?
I'm convinced, bro. I'm starting to be convinced a little bit.
Yeah, watch without being in the sky. It's impossible to see the curvature of the Earth. However, you can always see a demonstration of this if you visit any harbor or place with a wide open view of water. If you're able to watch a ship sail off to sea,
this is what I was saying earlier. With someone walking off into the
with
horizon.
hills, with like walking, it's a little different though, because obviously the ground is not always.
Oh well, yeah, but if hypothetically, if you got a fully
Yeah.
flat ground, same thing would happen.
There's
right?
a lot of reasons why. Okay,
Yeah.
go on. What other reasons you have?
And we're gonna come back.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah,
We're gonna- yeah.
proofs. I just disproved that.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to the big establishments. They had their greatest hits with the moon landing, but NASA's back at it again,
Oh my god, those
feeding
fuckers.
us their false photos, their false theories. Have you actually seen a picture of the Earth?
Yeah,
That has not been coming from a big
Well, it's because
establishment.
I don't have a fucking satellite in space, Garn. If I had one, maybe I'd be taking pictures.
Sounds like your problem. I don't know. I don't know.
Why would NASA lie to us?
Skill
Garn?
issue.
Why would they have? What interest is there in lying to us about?
Why
the Earth?
wouldn't they lie to us? Exactly.
Because they're working with the government, and the government always
They're
lies,
not just lying about everything. Why would they lie about everything? What's the point in that?
so they can control you.
It's like saying that
You've been brainwashed.
That's like saying that, like, when they're like, man, you gotta lie. You shouldn't drink this much coffee in a day. That's what they tell me, and I tell them, sheesh. Why would you
Again,
lie? Why would they
sounds
lie
like a
about
you
that?
problem.
Why would they lie about that?
Look, just think about it this way, okay?
Sure.
Okay. You're asking why. Why
Okay.
would they lie about
Yeah.
it? I can tell you plenty of reasons, all right?
Okay.
You've seen Attack on Titan.
Okay. Yes.
You've seen
seen it.
Attack
Okay,
on Titan.
all right.
you
They
know?
lied. Yeah. Why?
Sometimes sometimes knowledge is a blessing, or a lack
Right.
of knowledge is a blessing.
Right, of
We do not know what is beyond that ice wall. It could be like
Yeah.
it could be
So
like
Game of Thrones. We don't live on the fucking wall.
look, we could be in the continent from Hunter x Hunter, and we don't know what the Dark Continent.
Oh,
it's-
shit.
They might be protecting our safety. We do not know what is beyond the wall. Beyond the wall, we are the island in Attack on Titan right now.
We've been in Chimera Ant this whole time.
Look, the
Holy
Titans,
fuck.
the
Who are we
Titans might
hiding?
be there for our protection. We just don't know it.
Who are we hiding from, Garn? What kind of flat Earth?
We don't know.
What happens if I go to the edge?
We don't know. Maybe
We don't know. What do you-
You get abducted, actually.
get abducted.
How come that when I fly, the other way, because I've flown to the UK and I've gone both ways. How can I go both ways if it's flat? Surely I should only be able to go one way.
Again, that's the map fooling you.
Yeah, that's just the map.
Do I just clip to the other side when I get to the edge?
yeah,
and
it's
I'm
like-
flying?
it's like a
How
screen
does it
wrap.
work, God? If I fly west or I fly east, why do I always end up in the same spot?
Well, you don't. You've never done it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Have you
What do you
ever-
mean I've never done it?
Have you ever flown in one direction, and have you piloted the plane yourself?
Oh, I look out the window as a simulation on the window.
How do you not know you're not flying in a massive circle?
Yeah, while you're
Yeah,
sleeping,
yeah.
the pilot is slowly veering.
You slowly turn it.
Slowly
He's just
turning, so it's just
slowly
like
turning.
really long
It's
way
like,
around.
oh, I'm sorry, there's a little bit of turbulence. Oh,
And again, that explains the curved flight path.
yeah, exactly.
He's just very slowly veering to the right or left.
No. He's not. They're not flying in a curve. They're flying straight. But,
No.
because the Earth is a curve, straight is a curve.
No, they're flying in a curve. You just don't feel it.
Oh my God.
You're asleep. You're not awake for the entire 9-hour flight to the US. How would you know?
What the fuck I am? I have been.
I'm a believer now.
There's other things, but that's pretty much the main kind of like arguments.
Well, you convinced me.
Yeah, to break character for a second.
Yeah, please.
I was like, damn, being a flat earther is fun. Holy shit. Like, in terms of like just... Okay, so conspiracy theories, right? Obviously, a lot of them are like fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But the thought itself is fun, right? The thoughts of just being in this
playing
like...
devil's advocate is always fun.
You're basically making up your own little Game of Thrones world.
Yeah,
Except
exactly.
now, the only difference is that sometimes it's dangerous because you're applying it to real life situations. And you're like, no, the wizarding world is real. No.
I'm pretty sure this is how George R.R. started off.
Yeah, I can see now why flat earther world building is just on
Well,
another
they don't
level.
see it as world building. They see it as the world that we are building.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Some like the maps of like flat Earth of like what is beyond the ice wall is fucking.
It's like some Middle Earth
interesting,
shit.
you know.
What's this one? The square and station area. What the fuck is this shit?
This is like some Final Fantasy maps, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it's great. I love it.
yeah. I think a lot of this comes down to, obviously, like I said, a lack of trust in establishments. I think flat Earth.
But what did you have to be fed in order to have that kind of just all-round anti-establishment mentality? That's what I've always been curious about.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, there is a history of governments not having the best interest, and also governments doing some pretty fucked up stuff that we do know they've done.
Yeah.
Stuff that would be conspiracy theory worthy if we didn't know it was already true.
Right.
So I think it kind of stems from that kind of line of thinking of like, hey, they've already, governments have already done things like they've sterilized populations or they've done horrific experiments on populations. We know this is true and this has happened. So it's unfortunate because then it enables people to think, well, governments have done this, so why wouldn't they be willing to do and hide even worse things?
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate situation where, governments have done really horrific stuff in the past, and it's kind of just building upon that distrust.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if you've know someone or you've been affected by that. Obviously, if you're looking at like America, certain groups have obviously like native people have been very unjustly treated by the government, and so there's just a distrust naturally that builds towards the government there. And then as you would have, because you're like, the government has tried to fuck over me and my relatives for the past hundreds of years. Why the fuck would I trust anything they say? Sometimes the line between when that is reasonable to have and believing stuff that is a bit dumb online, but it's also hard because it's very easy to be pushed down these rabbit holes online where you can be subjected to this kind of stuff and think, hold on now, these guys are starting to make sense.
Yeah,
because everything you've read online or in media your entire life growing up has been factual.
Yeah. Because let's think about this on like a kind of like a bare bones conceptual level about what you can perceive with your eyes.
I mean, we did think the Earth was flat for a period in time.
For a good reason, because we look at the Earth.
Seeing is believing.
And we can perceive the world as this way. And then you get into like modern science about concepts that it's way harder to wrap your head around, the concept of something like gravity than it is the concept of just, hey, what if you just fall off an edge,
Yeah,
Things go down.
I think it also, is aided by the fact that over the course of humanity and over the course of scientific progression, there have been so many theories that at the time were like, oh yeah, this is absolutely correct, which just turned out to be absolutely incorrect. And then we've had to make small little adjustments. So then I'm sure a lot of these conspiracy theories will be like, aha, see, not even scientists can get it right 100% of the time. So what's to say that we're not right,
And also, I think just the kind of like the idea of there being something unknown or like some kind of mystery out there, it's just way more enticing, you know, than just the boring answer. Yeah. So like the idea of like what is beyond this fucking ice wall, that's just like a cool concept.
That's kind of, I mean, it goes hard.
I kind of
you say I'm a red flat theory. I was like, that's
the world
concept.
would be kind of cool if there was just this looming ice wall.
Yeah.
Like, that would be sick. But unfortunately, it's kind of boring. It's just Antarctica. which we also thought there was cool shit there at one point, and we're like, nope, just ice.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
we're
it's
still
just
finding
ice.
shit, you know? We're still finding shit in Antarctica. There could be some cool shit there. We just haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
Well,
I will say,
no
out
Titans.
of everything, Flat Earthers, of course, is one of the lesser believable ones of the ones we're probably going to go for today. But you know what? On a conceptual level, I'm like, if this was actually real, if Flat Earth was actually a thing, I'd be excited. You know? I'd be like,
Why would you be excited by that? What
I don't know.
entices
Because
you?
I want to be the first one to break through the ice
yeah,
wall. bro.
yeah.
I want to be that guy.
Conceptually, it's pretty exciting. It's
Yeah.
just like, damn, that's pretty cool, actually. You know,
Yeah,
I don't understand why people actually believe that, but I can understand why this idea is like appealing.
It's not believable, but this collaborative fanfic people have made about the flat
It is
Earth
basically a fanfic of
Yeah,
the
it's a collaborative fanfic.
Yeah.
Is exciting. Let's just say that it's interesting, but
Yeah.
not believable at all.
It's an interesting idea. I'd rather.
I'll give it a 3. I think.
I'll take, I'll go to Flat Earth if Togashi just never finishes Hunter x Hunter. Maybe in another 10 years, I'm going to be like, I need my dark continent fixed somehow, man. I need my dark continent fixed somehow.
What if Flat Earth Society just sees like a spike after that? It's just like, well, Dark Continent arc never ended. This is the closest it's going to get. God damn.
Fucking ice wall.
Yeah.
Oh, they have actual like other continents that they've like figured out as well.
This is just Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, this
This
is
is
just Hunter x
literally
Hunter.
Dark Continent.
The ice wall is just Hunter x Hunter.
I love it.
All right. So
All right.
your theory, unfortunately, God, I'm not buying it. It's cool, but I give it a 1 out of 10 for believability.
Okay.
I'm giving it extra points because it's fun.
Fair enough. What are you
Yeah.
giving out of 10?
3.
3. We did a great job arguing for it, I think.
All right.